it is preparing. Facebook is now live. Oh no, and it looks like
That's
Jared
awesome. We
froze.
love when it goes live. No, we love when it goes live. Hey guys, this is Jared Jarvis. I'm here today with Ronai Brumett and Leanne Mason for our weekly Wellness Wednesday. And for those of you that were following and with us this last week in one way or another, you know that we were together. And we got to go to doTERRA's convention and had an amazing time. We loved it so much, but it brought up kind of a little bit about our topic today, because I know Leanne and or Renee and I were traveling, and so we wanted to talk to you guys a little bit today about some different travel tips and things to consider when you're traveling.
Perfect. So for me, I was traveling from my home to downtown Salt Lake, and I live close to the Great Salt Lake. And I realized that being in downtown Salt Lake, I was dehydrating faster and I was going through more lotion and lip balm. And it wasn't until I said something and my daughter, Megan, was like, hello, right next to water versus in the city with high rises and buildings and more environmental garbage, right? So sometimes we don't even think about small travel changing the way our bodies react. So I truthfully went through way more MetaPower recharge to keep me hydrated. So that's my thing. Drink plenty of water, use good electrolytes to support that.
For me, I would reiterate that or say yes and amen to that because I was definitely coming from Minnesota where we are very humid to the very dry air of Salt Lake City. I was definitely using recharge. Also, try to stay on your routine as much as possible,
You're
which
funny.
which is hard to do when with traveling, but try to keep your sleep time. We're giving tips. I'm not saying this is necessarily what happens because obviously, if you saw any of our live videos, I was very sleep deprived but I did try to stay on. I made sure I was hydrated. I made sure that my VMG was happening. I felt like I took pretty dang good care, and you guys took very good care of me while I was there, but I tried to stay more on schedule than normal. I mean, try to be as
That's
normal as
awesome.
possible.
Right. And there were definitely shenanigans, things that happened while we were together, because we love when we get to be together and all the fun that was had. I know coming from Arizona, coming up to Utah was cooler than we've had. We loved it. And we needed to remember that we needed to bring things like hoodies, be a little bit more prepared that way. And as far as dryness, it wasn't all that different than we have here in Arizona. It's just hot, and we're used to dry weather, but we made sure that we increased our BMC intake. We were making sure that we drank more water. Certainly, higher elevations make a difference to that too. So I kept my breathe oil with me. That made a big difference for me, just making sure that I was up in the mountains or more of a higher elevation. That was something important for me during that time.
Well,
Right.
and I've got like a pencil box type case that I can carry 60 oils with me. Super important because otherwise I've got like the big case that has 100 oils in it, which is a little bit harder to travel with. I always make sure I have a good variety of oils because you never know what you're going to need to switch it up to. Typically, I also travel with Tri-Ease because inevitably, wherever I go, there's different allergens than what I am used to.
Ooh,
So
now is a good time to do our disclaimer. We are not doctors. We cannot treat. We cannot diagnose. We are here to educate and empower you to live a healthier lifestyle.
absolutely. And so that's why you want to make sure that you have your regular, whatever you take normally. I am very fortunate that the only thing that I am on is supplements and essential oils. So I make sure that I bring those with me and staying hydrated. Also getting in walking and exercise, which we had plenty of that.
Plenty of, yes.
Plenty of that happening.
So the other thing that Ronay, I was hoping you would touch on is you never know what kind of soaps, not soup, you come in contact with. So I always, when I travel, carry On Guard. I'm going to let Ronay talk because then her hand will show.
Yeah, so I have an a reaction that is happening on my hand here. And we think it is a reaction to the soap at the Salt Palace is all I can think of is it is it is kind of a nasty reaction. And I didn't even think about it. You don't think about the soaps because it's soap, right? No, not all soaps are created equally, right? So you want to make sure that you have a healthy hand sanitizer. doTERRA has a couple different options. We've got the gel option or the spray option. My body is used to that.
Also, the wipes. I love traveling with the On Guard wipes to wipe down surfaces that you don't know who else has been there.
Right. As soon
So
as I get on a plane, I am spraying any surface I'm going to be touching. I put some on my fingers and I'll touch the light and the air because you don't know people, you don't know you don't know who's been touching
Who
that,
knows
right?
when the last time that cleaned? Right.
Not
so
for
the last tip that I have is often when you're traveling, increasing your immune support, like we've already talked about in several other classes, with the On Guard Soft Gel Plus um, is super important. Supporting your immune system by eating properly. One thing that people don't think about while they are traveling is they end up eating out a lot. I highly recommend carrying a cooler if you can while you travel, going to a local grocer and getting as much fruits and vegetables as you can and pack what you can and try and eat healthy. So, because that gut health is key for our immune system.
I actually just went and picked up some things. I've got a little bit of a road trip that's going to happen soon. And having snack bags where instead of having the big open bag of, I bought some organic popcorn, or I love to travel with um like cheese curds and like carrot sticks s- things that crunch, right? But making sure you're putting it into little snack bags so that you're not eating the whole thing. I mean, I guess when it comes to the carrot sticks or veggies, things like that, crunch all you want, right? But when it comes to the popcorn or anything salty, you want to keep that minimized. You still want to enjoy a road trip and no road trip is complete without some snacks, right?
Exactly. So join us tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to go over the takeaways from convention. It is our tailgate from our Shine convention. doTERRA is so much more than a wellness company. It is also well, Ronay, you say it best. So
Actually, it was my husband who said it best. He said, doTERRA is a humanitarian company disguised as network marketing. And so we'll be able to share not only the amazing products, but we'll be able to share some of the humanitarian stuff that is happening with doTERRA because it's beautiful.
the biggest takeaway I have and the thing I want to leave with you is doTERRA is refocusing their attention on the wellness pyramid and refocusing to foundational wellness. So we will be talking more foundational wellness, more ways to detoxify our homes and our bodies over the next little while. So messages for the link for class tomorrow, 6:30 Mountain, 7:30 Central. And thanks for joining us.